Hello everyone, it's Karen. Welcome to another video. Today I'm going to do something a little bit different here. I want to do something a bit different here. Today I'm going to be going over a series of Elvis albums that were released in the 70s and 80s. And I want to talk about them because they're quite special and unique. And you don't really see that many people talk about them. Now these were special and unique because... just trying to adjust my camera a bit. These were special and unique because it was the first time alternate unreleased material was available from these series of albums. I'm pretty sure everyone knows what I'm talking about, and I'm going to show you right here. It's the Elvis, A Legendary Performer. Now these series were available from 1974 to 1983 in 4 volumes, and I kind of want to show you and talk about them in detail and what's on them and whatnot. And so this was kind of put out, this series was a series that RCA had did. They had ones for, I think, Jim Reeves and one for Glenn Miller, but I have no interest in them. And there were a series of recordings by some of the world's finest musical artists, as it says on the bottom down there. Glowing with an energy that transcends time, these are performers which will recall fond memories for collectors and bring the joys of new discovery to young audiences. And that's kind of what this series is kind of about, really. And so I'm kind of going to talk about them in a bit more detail, these albums as we go along, but I'm going to show them now, and here they are. The first one was in January 1974. Of Elvis, A Legendary Performer Volume 1. This was the first volume. These Legendary Performer volumes were quite special because these were kind of like, this was all pre-digital, pre-FTD stuff. And back in 1974, there wasn't that many people putting out alternate takes of previously released stuff or even unreleased recordings or anything like that. So this was completely new back in 1974, or never even heard of. Back in 74, let's turn the light on. Let me just see a bit better. Back in 74, so yeah, very interesting. That's the tracks in the first volume. So we start with That's Alright Mama, just the basic version from 1954 on the Sun label. The inner sleeve has things a bit more up here. And then we have I Love You Because, which is an unreleased, newly discovered take recorded on July 6, 1954, so Elvis's first Sun session. Then we have Heartbreak Hotel, basic version. Excerpt from an interview on September the 22nd, 1958, which was when he was going off to the army, leaving America to go to Germany in the army. Don't Be Cruel, basic version. Love Me and Trying to Get to You, both unreleased live versions, which are, I think, from one of the sit-down shows when recording the 68 comeback special. So it was good that we got them on here. Turn it over to side 2. We have Love Me Tender, the basic release version. There'll Be Peace in the Valley for Me, release version. Elvis's Farewell to Fans, which is of course from the same one as earlier. Now and Then There's a Fool Such as I, regular version. Tonight's Alright for Love, which was a unreleased song on GI Blues, and that song was only ever released on British, some copies of GI Blues had that song on, but places in Britain and America never got that song until 1974. On this album, A Legendary Performer, and it has been re-released on GI Blues on CD a few times, so yeah. Then we have, again, from the sit-down comeback show of version of Are You Lonesome Tonight, during which Elvis changes the line to Do You Miss Me Tonight to Does Your Hair Look a Fright, which is quite funny, and Can't Help Falling in Love, which is just the basic version. So yeah, that's the tracks on the back. You can pause it and read it and have a look. They all come designed similar, like die cut, just like that. Just get nothing on that. And there's the inner sleeve, which has the full picture, as it was sort of like that in the cover. Back has more information about all the tracks. And there's the vinyl. They're all on the RCA label, and they were all issued on RCA Victor. They're all in these. I know this one's in mono. I don't know about the others. I'll have a see in them when I look in them. And they all. Oh, hold on. There we go. That's that one there. And they all come with a book. They all came with a book, rather. Sorry. This is the booklet. Nice picture. Inside there, 1974 Elvis calendar there. Sleeve down. They have like pictures from the time and various pictures of Elvis, tape boxes as well, and recording logs. Even album covers and single covers as well, which is quite cool. That's the first album there. Picture of Elvis in the recording studio. Even talks about some of the recordings as well. So kind of a bit of a history, in a sense. J Blues. And it's even got like all his concert appearances as well. And all the Vegas engagements up to that point. And even mentions the Aloha from Hawaii satellite show. But there's one little misprint they've made here. It mentions Elvis's first engagement from August 1969 to September 1969. It actually did not take place around about that time. It was it should say July 31st, 1969 to August 28th, 1969. So those dates are wrong there, but hey ho, what can you do? They've and it even mentions all the Sahara Tahoe and Lake Tahoe appearances. So yeah, really cool that they included that there. So that's the booklet there. So that was the first volume. This came in between the Raised on Rock album and the Good Times album. So kind of in between those two. Here's the back. And then the next one came in January 1976, and it was this one, A Legendary Performer Volume 2. This one, they're kind of going a bit heavy on some of the unreleased and alternate stuff. This one only had a few free unreleased live versions of songs and one unreleased alternate take. This one they're kind of starting to get a bit heavy on the unreleased stuff a bit. There's the tracks in the back. Let's see. To talk about here. So we get Harbour Lights, which was an unreleased Sun Master recorded in 1954. An interview from Wichita Falls, Texas in early 1956. I Want You, I Need You, I Love You, unreleased alternate outtake in 1956, recorded April 11th, 1956. Blue Suede Shoes, unreleased live version, which I think is from this Sit Down Comeback special. Blue Christmas basic version, Jailhouse Rock basic version, It's Now or Never basic version. King and a Heartstart Collar, unreleased song from Flaming Star, recorded February 9th, 1961. I think that's what it says anyway, but I think it was actually August 1960 they recorded that, I don't know. Presentation of awards to Elvis, which is an excerpt from a press conference in Honolulu, Hawaii on March 25th, 1961, which was Elvis did a benefit in Hawaii, like it was the last live appearance he would do until the comeback special. Blue Hawaii, unreleased live version, which is from the post-concert song session of the Aloha from Hawaii satellite show, Such a Night, and even includes some studio chatter and unreleased takes and false starts, which is interesting. Baby What You Want Me to Do from one of the Sit Down Comeback special shows, and How Great Thou Art, basic version, and If I Can Dream from the comeback special, just a basic version, but it's the version with the live applause added at the end, which the original version was when it came out. So again, track listing on the back, you can pause and have a look at them. It's got a little sticker up there. Record made in UK, sleeve manufactured, booklet printed in the USA. So, next one there. So again, we'll take it out, like so, and here's the inner sleeve again. Much similar design. And there's the back with the inner sleeve in a bit more detail. It explains all things a bit more detail. Again, you can pause it and have a look. And there is the RCA label again. So yeah, this is really cool to have there. So that's that one there, and again, much like the previous volume, similar design, die cut design, and it even comes with a book. The early years continued. I'll just show you that bit in a minute there. There's the back. There's the pictures there. Again, like tape, much similar, tape boxes and whatnot. And much information as well there. So again, this is really good to have. I mean, it was even good to have at the time, and probably still is, you know, for collectors and that. If you're an Elvis collector like me, you know, this is really good to own, and they're a really great series as well. You know, these series. And even my copy comes with this letter from RCA, dated. Does it say? I think it's dated 1976, around about that time. So yeah, a piece of history from RCA, which is really cool. And I've kept it in the booklet of my my copy of the album because it's quite, because it would make it quite a collector's item, wouldn't it? So that's volume 2. And that volume 2 came in between the Elvis Today album and the album from Elvis Presley Boulevard, Memphis, Tennessee, from around about that time era. And then it was a mere 2 years before the next one. In between that, though, Elvis had passed away on August 16th, 1977, and they really began to get a bit heavy on unreleased material again by volume 3 and volume 2, we would say. And this is volume 3 from the November of 1978, and this copy is the picture disc version. You can get this designed like this or with the picture disc. I've got the picture disc version, but I hope to get a regular version because these are quite collectible, these picture discs. There's the back with all the tracks there. I'll read them out and you can see them there. So anyway, let's get started. So the first one up is Hound Dog, which is the basic version. Excerpts from interview with Elvis and the Colonel, which was the TV guide interview which they did in Lakeland, Florida in August 1956. The complete interview of that is now available on the Young Man with the Big Beat box set in 2011. Danny, an unreleased song that they recorded for, but it wasn't included in the King Creole film in 1958. Fame and Fortune, an unreleased alternate take of the 1960 hit, which was the B-side for Stuck on You, and it's a good alternate take. Frankfurt Special, unreleased version of the song from GI Blues. Britches, an unreleased song from Flaming Star, 1960. Crying in the Chapel, which is the basic version. Again, Surrender, basic version. Guadalajara, which is an unreleased alternate take of the song from Fun in Acapulco in 1963. It Hurts Me, the version that was recorded from the Comeback Special, and a really good version. Let Yourself Go, again, similar version. In the Ghetto, basic version. And Let It Be Me, an unreleased live version from Las Vegas in February 1970. So yeah, nice to have. It's got the original HMV sticker in it. I got this from my local record shop for £7. Volumes 1 and 3 I got from my record shop at the same time, and volumes 2 and the next volume I got on eBay. So yeah, cool to have that one there. Just trying to take it out. It's still in its original shrink wrap. Here's the picture disc. One picture, you get this. This is what is on the actual album. And there's the back, a picture of Elvis from the Comeback Special. I've only ever played this twice. First to listen to it and then to copy it to my computer because it's quite a collector's piece. So, yeah, when I get a basic version I'll probably play it. Booklet again is much the same. That's upside down. This was a like a souvenir. If Elvis was like appearing at the International Hotel, that was a little souvenir thing that they would have. And that was souvenirs from the sellout. So you've got like the Comeback Special album, and from Elvis and Memphis album, and a '69 calendar, I think, or a little. So yeah, cool souvenirs from like the time. So that's really nice that they included that. That's the book, and that's volume 3. A good volume. They're all great volumes. Much like the Golden Record series, I couldn't pick out a specific volume that I like because I like them all. Again, much like with this one, I like all the volumes. So there's that one. Apologies if you heard my phone there. Should have put it on mute, but here you go. But can you do? So there's that one, volume 3. And the last one, it would be another 5 years until we got another volume, and here it is, volume 4. This one was released in November of 1983. This one is not the basic version with the die cut in the book. That's quite a difficult one to get a hold of, but I'm still on the lookout for one, so hopefully I'll find a copy with that, and then I'll probably part with this one. But this is still good to have nonetheless. There's all the songs there in the back. Again, I'll read out to me again. So we have When It Rains It Really Pours, an unreleased Sunmaster, which is dated 1950 to 54. 1954 to 1955 rather, but we've now known it's November 55. An interview in Tampa, Florida in 1956. One Night, unreleased version, which is One Night of Sin. Mona Lisa, sorry, I'm beginning to forget you, an unreleased song which was discovered at Graceland, date unknown, but that was from a home demo, as was Mona Lisa. Wooden Heart, unreleased alternate take of the song from GI Blues, and there's even some false start and studio chatter as well. Plantation Rock, an unreleased song recorded for Girls, Girls, Girls in 1962. The Lady Loves Me, which is an unreleased duet with Anne Margaret from the Viva Las Vegas film. Swing Down Sweet Chariot, re-recording in 1968, which was, I think, intended for a later film. I can't remember which one. I think it might have been Stay Away, Joe, or Charo, or The Trouble with the Girls. I'm sure somebody can correct me on that one. That's Alright, unreleased live version from the Comeback Special Sit Down Show. Are You Lonesome Tonight, the previously released version with the famous laughing version from August 1969. Reconsider Baby and I'll Remember You, both from the then unreleased Madison Square Garden June 10th, 1972 afternoon show. The full afternoon show would later see release on the Afternoon in the Garden album in 1997, so good to have that one. There's a top there, explains there. There's the back, all the songs you can get, I'll put them out slowly, you can pause them and read them. And this one's on the RCA Victor label again. Stereo this time. But I think there's some songs are in mono. So that's the legendary Perfomer Elvis series. I hope you all enjoyed it. I quite like to go through them all. I just wanted to do something a bit different for the channel and show you something a bit different, something that you may or may not have seen before. But I know we've probably seen them many times, but just thought I would show them anyway. Hope you all enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe, and I hope to make some more videos before the end of the year. But Christmas is coming up, so yeah, pretty excited about that. And hope to make another video before the year is out. So I hope to see you before the year is out. So if you enjoyed this video, like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you again for the next video.